Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be trying a new technique that I learned from resin courses. So I have their link in my description for the actual recipe. But I am so excited. This is really a beautiful, beautiful flower. I am using the Platinum 360 Plus. It is a 2-to-1, and the colors I'm using today is Octopus Olive Oil, which I think I may need another drop or two, and the Octopus Strawberry Inks, resin inks. You can find these on Laura's Corner. She has amazing selection. So if you live anywhere in the US or Canada, I believe if you live in Europe, you can possibly just get it straight from Octopus. But yeah, I think I'll add a few more drops there. But for the actual recipe itself, how many drops to use and so forth, definitely want to go to the resin courses website. This is my white, it's already pre-mixed, and it almost looks opaque, but when you use a wooden spoon, you can, or stick, you can almost see that there is a little bit of see-through, a little bit. You don't want it too opaque, but you want it enough to where it's also a little bit see-through. Just adding a little bit more resin to see. That helps. Okay, so, and I have leftover resin, as you'll need that for this this technique. So what I'm going to do first is going to put the green on the outside. And it's more olive oil again. Okay, we got a little bit of the resin, just blank resin. You want to leave enough for the end, and you'll understand what I mean. And for the red, and we're just going to go on the edge of the green. Okay. Like that. These molds are from Julie on Pouring Your Heart Out. I will also have a link to her eBay store. They're really amazing ones. And I just found a hair. So glad I caught that. Okay, so with the white, you just want to pinch your cup. Or you can use a piping bag. I prefer pinching. And you want to first start on the edge. Okay. And now we're going to do the outside. You don't have to use the whole cup. Just the main thing you're doing is you're getting it in there. Now we're going to take the rest of this and we're going to find our middle and just quickly push out the colors. Okay. Now you don't want to torch yet. You want to wait for a while. Once it closes completely, then you can definitely torch, but you definitely want to make sure you wait until this is completely closed. So we're just going to wait for a little bit. It doesn't take very long. And then we will go ahead and torch. Okay, so we're back. I'm going to go ahead and now add my center. Before we do any type of torching, always do that. I do prefer the pinch technique. I'm starting to find that I have more control of where the little glass chips go. I keep trying every other thing to use it with, and I keep getting them stuck everywhere. So whatever works for you, but this is something I learned yesterday that really works great. And the great thing about these chips is they sink to the bottom versus floating away. Where's my tweezers? So now what you could do is go to the center and just do a little swirl, okay? That's all you need. Now we could do a little bit of torching. You want to keep the torch really far though. You don't want it over torch. You're just getting bubbles out. This is just a simple kitchen torch I got on Amazon. No big deal, no magic. And you want to keep the torch moving as you're doing that. You don't want to get any closer. Just fixing that a little bit. There we go. Okay, so now we're just going to let it do its thing. I will put you in another time lapse. Like the first one, see if it changes much. But other than that, now it's just about sitting and waiting for it to cure. I'm so excited. Let me show you while this one's doing that. I did this one yesterday. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. I mean, look at that. It's just insane. Yeah, so I was really happy with this. I really wanted to test it out first, make sure it's going to work with the brand of resin. And it did, and I am ecstatic. So, again, for the recipe, you're going to want to go to resin courses. I did for my white, just so you know the brand of white I used. I did use the Just Resin Pigment Paste for this one. This one that I did last night, I used Cast and Craft. So that's what I'm doing different with this one today is I want to see how much better it comes out or worse with the Just Resin. So that's really the only difference. But these are octopus inks. Octopus inks are insanely beautiful. Oh my gosh. Especially when you're doing these type of techniques. Highly recommend the octopus inks. Again, you can get them from Laura's Corner. And I see something right there. Good, got it out. So great when you get out the first try. Okay, so I also had to turn my air conditioning vents off in this room so that I would get less dust particles, because I like being able to do a time lapse with you all. I think it's always fun to watch, but also it's very hot here in Phoenix, Arizona. We have been getting temperatures of 118 Fahrenheit. So it's definitely warm here in my little art room. It's definitely probably about 78, 79 in my art room. So it's definitely warm. So I was surprised because with the Platinum 360, usually it could take a little bit longer than my J Diction to cure. But because it's so warm that it actually cured within 8 hours. I was really shocked on how fast that was. So I definitely don't need my heat mat. And so anyways, I will let you be and enjoy. And we'll be back for the demolding. Okay, we are ready. It's so hot in my studio because it's summertime that it's literally, kid you not, demolded in a couple hours. And this is the Platinum 360. That's how fast it cured. But, I mean, that's just crazy. So, yeah, I came in here to check it thinking, oh, okay, it's still moving. And then I went to go like this, and I was like, oh, it's hard. So anyways, I'm so excited. So let's go ahead and demold. It's obviously still a little gooey, but a little bit on the impatient side. Okay. Wow. Okay, besides all the gooiness, and I could have definitely left it in a little bit longer. Look at that. That is so pretty. It's very interesting. So it almost looks like the Larimar technique. I think that's what it actually looks more like, is the Larimar technique. Very interesting. And this time I used just resin versus Cast and Craft, which I think really made it beautiful. But it's very interesting. It's beautiful. I mean, it really is beautiful. Fascinating. So it literally, let me get out my other Larimar ones. Okay. So let me know what you think in the comments. I would really like to get what was in the middle in that resin course technique. So obviously I'm going to have to play around with this and see what I can do. I don't know, maybe even adding a third color. I'm not sure that would even make a difference though. But we'll see. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. And don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. And I will have a code in my description if you want to take some of these resin courses. They are copyrighted, so unfortunately I can't share the actual specific recipe itself. But they are amazing, really amazing. Highly recommend taking their courses. I've learned so much since I've signed up, but you'll be able to get a 10% off when you use my code in the description. And until next time, thank you so much for watching.